Let's now attack the first part of this required, part A1, and we had to do the statements of profit or loss and other comprehensive income. So if we go back to our question, in the required, this is what we're dealing with first. Statements of profit and loss for 30th of September. I'm going to do it as a handwritten one so that we can do it as if we were working together. Okay, so remember the heading, blue-red traders. You always put your heading in, please. And then it's statements of profit or loss and other comprehensive income for the year ended, please. Okay, we're going to start off with rands. Our top line item is revenue. Okay, and the revenue we were given and we've worked out, and that was 340,628. And we have already put that through on the trading account, right? The cost of sales, again, we have already put that through on the trading account, was 306,000. Nothing complicated. I'm going to work this out as if we had no previous workings in journals, because once you get good at the journals and the general ledger, you should know what you need to do, and you could come straight to the statements of profit and loss. And then the gross profit is 34,628, and you will recognize that figure from the trading account, your GP that you took to the profit and loss account. So that is gross profit. Ladies and gentlemen, no abbreviations, please. You write this out in full so you get the full marks, and your heading must be perfect like mine is. Then we will do distribution, admin, and other expenses. And we're just going to list those now below. So the first one is going to be salaries and wages. Remember, this does not include the partners' salaries. So salaries and wages, we did this, and I could do the calculations right here. Yes, we've done them previously in our journals, haven't we? There it is, salaries, 12258. But I could have just done that same working straight into here. So that would be the 12189 plus 69. And that gives me a, I'm going to do a slightly off center just so I can do the workings easier. And that was 12258. Then advertising costs. Advertising costs, we've done it before, so I'm not going to spend time on the calculations in detail, but we were given the 4409 in the trial balance, and we had to take out the 948 from working 2.7. That was the prepaid component of the advertising costs, 3461. After that, we had our administrative expenses. So the administration, that was a straightforward figure given to you as 2622. Next up was insurance. And insurance was based on what was given, being the 364, and we had prepaid expenses of 62 from working 2.6. Taken out. So we took that 62 out of the expense, and we were left with 302. Next up, we had our two credit losses. And those credit losses were the 20 Rand from working 2.1, and the movement in the allowance for credit losses from 600 to 800 being the working we did in working 2.2. So in all, that was 220. Last up, we had our depreciation expense, where we did equipment, we did the furniture, and we did the motor vehicles, and that was all in working 2.3. See the referencing, guys? The referencing is there. I will go and I will look for your workings as a marker. If it's not there and you get the figure wrong, you get 0. Okay, so reference to your workings, otherwise you're going to be in hot water. So I'm going to add all of those up, and I'll get my total distribution expenses of 21,385. Now that is not all the expenses, okay, but we have a separately disclosed one called finance costs. Here, nice and easy, the finance costs were made up purely of the interest on mortgage. And that was 600. Leaving me with my profit for the year okay, the profit for the year was 12,643. Just to match it back, where did I see that figure before? If I go to my profit and loss general ledger account, you will see there it is. There's my net profit, the 12,643. There's my 21, made up of all the small expenses plus the finance costs. My trading account, my GP, I brought in at the 34. Now you don't need to do that general ledger account. You can do it straight in the statement of profit and loss and OCI. Okay, next up, we then have to look at any other comprehensive income. Was there anything here? No, there's not. The one that you might see every now and then is a revaluation on property, plant, and equipment, but nothing in this question. Okay, but I want you still to write it in and write in the 0. There's usually half a mark for presentation for that. 12,643, and that is my total comprehensive income. Done and dusted. Let's have a look at the big picture quickly. I'm just going to zoom out a little bit, and you can see exactly what we've done. We've done revenue. There was no adjustments, no returns, no discounts. Cost of sales, same story, no adjustments. Gross profit is this, sum of those two. The distribution expenses, the distribution, admin, and other expenses, all done and dusted. Total of 21. Yes, we had a couple of little workings, right? Little adjustments that had to be done to the line items, but you'll see the majority of the figures were given to you, guys. So you can miss and make 1 or 2 mistakes, and you're still going to pass with ease if you know your formats and if you follow a basic structure and approach. Remember, finance costs needs to be disclosed separately to the distribution and admin costs. You must total up your profit for the year. Remember to always look out for other comprehensive income, and if it's a 0, you still put the 0 in, and then you'll get total comprehensive income. Next up, we're going to move on to the statement of changes in equity. Thank you.